so much exciting to hear from the top two. You're most welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edmond, for the wonderful introduction. Good morning, everyone. You're almost welcome to this wonderful training. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mramz Hamson, and today I want us to discuss the brand called every single day, ladies and gentlemen, you are building yourself. Every single day, you are adding something onto your name. And ladies and gentlemen, people in our business join you, they follow you before they actually follow the company, before they follow the company, before they join the company. It starts with who? With me. But then also, who keeps people in the business? It's still you. So ladies and gentlemen, the biggest work, the most important task we have in our business is building us. Because we are the ones who are going to determine how long will our people last in the business. Either some will stay 1 month, or 3 months, or 5 months, or 1 year, depending on who? Me. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why they're saying that your personal brand to generate better results, more clients, and greater profits. Use your personal brand to generate better results, more clients, and greater profits. Ladies and gentlemen, they're saying that to set yourself apart from competition, entrepreneurs must realize that they are the real commodity, not their product. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, they're saying that if you are interested in standing out and to prosper, you need to take personal branding seriously. Regardless of age, position, the business we do, all of us need to understand the importance of branding. Ladies and gentlemen, branding is what's going to take you far in our business. It's something which is going to determine how much are you going to walk away with. How big is your team going to be? Regardless of what? The age, the position. Are we together? And I'm saying that we are CEOs of our own companies. And which company is that? Me Incorporated. Are we together? Me Company Limited. That's who? That's me. And ladies and gentlemen are saying that the most important job for any business person is to be head marketeer for the brand called you. And I'm saying that the good news is that everyone has a chance to stand out. Everyone has a chance to be a brand worth of remark. Ladies and gentlemen, every single day I want you to ask yourself, what better thing have I done? What improvement have I made on myself? Because ladies and gentlemen, every single day you are selling yourself to your prospects, you are selling yourself to your downlines, you are selling yourself to your customers. Are we together? That's why, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you're not the best dealer, people change from buying from you to buying from another person. There are very many times I've met people who say, you know what, I used to use your products, but I want to be getting from you. What has changed? Some of you were in network marketing before. You realized that people were choosing, who do I follow? They were choosing the brand. Depending on what brand you were building, you attracted people. Certain kinds of people. Everyone had a choice of who do I follow. Are we together? And what do people follow? It's the brand. What do people based on to choose who to follow? It's what you have been building. The character you've been building, are we together? The integrity you've been building, the discipline you've been building, the persistence you've been building. All that contributes to who you are. Are we together? Today's script was talking about the respect. It was talking about the determination. All that is building you. Are we together? And it is what people are buying every single day. The moment you wake up and then you say, you know what? I think my upline is not the guy who's going to take me where I want to go. The guy changes. The guy switches. You've seen people who started the business working with you, then they later drop you and start working with another upline. Or they start working with another downline. Are we together? If you don't keep building your brand, ladies and gentlemen, then it means that people are going to be buying less of you. People should be buying more of you. Ladies and gentlemen, the power of a brand. How do you know which sites are worth visiting? When you go on the social media, when you go on the different platforms, Google, it could be Wikipedia, it could be whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, every single day I have a choice. I can choose to do Facebook because it's the one that I trust personally. I can choose to do Instagram because they've branded themselves more. I can choose TikTok because maybe I feel this is the brand that brings out what me as a person, I stand for all I want. Are we together? They're saying that, ladies and gentlemen, how do you decide whose messages you're going to read and whose you're going to ignore? Again, comes back to the brand. There are people who send you messages. Are we together? Yes, reasonably. They'll send you messages, you open, you read through, respond. There are people who send you messages or they call you and it's not so urgent. Are we together? Depending on, back to the brand. Back to what? To the brand. And they're saying that, ladies and gentlemen, how you decide who to follow on social media? How many of us have got pending friend requests on Facebook? Go on your Facebook page and see. You come scroll, Hamson, it's okay. John, maybe. Sarah, accept, confirmed. Are we together? What do you base on? It's the brand that have built them as people. You ask yourself, what value is Hamson adding? What is Hamson going to tell you? I don't need to be his friend anyway. You skip. The guy keeps spending for a full year. He sent a friend request 1 year ago. But the other people are sending friend requests. Are we together? How many of us Instagram is suggesting people to follow? Do you follow all of them? You choose. Others you delete even the request. It comes back to the brand. Ladies and gentlemen, the answer is branding. And I think that the brand is a promise of the value you will receive. What do I benefit by attaching? What do I benefit from actually associating with your brand? Anything special? If there is nothing special, then I'll ignore. If there is some value I will get from associating with you, then, ladies and gentlemen, I am in. The first thing that made me join OQATA, even before I understood the concept fully, I bought Elias first, the brand. I was like, no, at least I know this guy. I've seen him. I've seen what he has done. Are we together? I know how he treats people. I know how he associates with people. I know value. I was looking at, if I lose him as a friend, what am I going to lose? If he's not my friend, what do I lose? If he's my friend, what am I going to gain or benefit? It's the first thing you think about. Some things, ladies and gentlemen, are not going to be about emotions. You are going to look for the reason. Why? Are we together? There are many people who are very good friends, but we don't talk so much. When they ask you, who are your friends? John is my friend. But how many times do you talk? 3 times a week. Are we together? He is a friend. Emotional. But you talk how many times? 3 times a week. Then there is this person. You talk every day. But there are no strong emotions attached. But the reasons are very many to push you to talk to this person on a daily basis. That's why you'll find that your upline is not your very good friend. He's your upline. But there's a lot to learn from him. Every day you open his messages, every day you send him a message, every day you call him. Why? He has branded himself and his value is so high. Not because he's your friend. How many times do you call your brothers? How many times do you call your sisters? And how many times do you call your downlines? Your uplines? How many times do you call your associate partners? And how many times do you call your relatives? It comes back to branding. It's not about the emotion part of it. It's about the value. It's about the value. You have a brother of yours. You spend even a year without meeting. But should your downline not come today, you look for them even when they stay. The brand. Ladies and gentlemen, when you join a team, they're saying that when people join a team, most of them get lost into the average personality of the general team or workplace. They're saying that, ladies and gentlemen, the smart ones figure out how to be part of the big team, but also figure out how to distinguish themselves from the rest of the team. I want you to join it, but I want you to ask yourself, me as Hamson, who am I? What is special about me? What contribution will I make to the team? Ladies and gentlemen, I want all of us to make a contribution towards the growth of the team that we belong to. The moment, ladies and gentlemen, don't have any contributions to make to the team, people will always be ignoring you. People will always look at you as a secondary person. There are people I like in my team. There are people I like in business, not my team, that every other time they are sending me ideas. Every other time they are sending strategies. Every other time they are sending me observations. I like that. This person is making a contribution. This person is adding value. They are not just part of the team, but they want to be significant in the team. They want to add value in the team. I want you to ask yourself, you are doing OQATA. You are in maybe Mr. Gad's business. You're in Edmund's business. You're in Edmund's team. For you, what is your contribution? Is it just coming for the morning sale to fill up the stairs? Is that the only value you have? That's how they're going to treat you. Ladies and gentlemen, we must be the smart ones and figure out how are we going to make ourselves so unique that people are going to look for us because of our uniqueness. Because they're going to look for us because of the value they feel we add onto the team. And ladies and gentlemen, they're saying that when you join any community, you must figure out what it takes to create a distinctive role for yourself. You need to create a message and a strategy to promote the brand called you. Ask yourself, what is this place lacking that I can add? What is our team lacking that I can add? Let me tell you one thing, ladies and gentlemen. If you want your team to slow down, if you want your team never to succeed, never make any contributions. If you want your team to move forward, always make a contribution. Because, ladies and gentlemen, most of us have put it in our minds that upline must come up with the ideas, upline must come up with the strategies, upline must do this, upline must call me, upline must do this. Gentlemen, you'll find that the person who's supposed to think and you want to come up with a very brilliant idea, but it's the same guy. You want him to go and do for you what? You want him to call you first to come for a meeting. You want your team to stand out, but you know what? You want your upline also to come and actually teach how to invite, plus your downlines. How will your team grow if everything is on the head of one person or two people? It will remain stagnant. Not because your upline is good, not because the team is wrong, but because everything is on his head. I want you to ask yourself, you as a person, what is the contribution? That's what branding is about. Because branding is actually being known for something, being good at something, and people can rely on you for that. The same way, if we say, I want, how many of us remember the attachment people had with Nokia? If you buy a Nokia, that is durability. You don't even ask. Are we together? That up to date, when you go to buy a small phone, you want a Nokia one. That's what they told us. They are reliable as far as durability is concerned. Are we together? When you go to buy a camera, what brand do you look for? Kodak. Are we together? Because that's what they have told us. Are we together? I remember there's the company where I started in QuestNet. Our brand phone was a BlackBerry. Why? Privacy. Privacy. BlackBerry. It was known for that back in our days. Are we together? I want you to ask yourself, for you, what do people associate with you? Are we together? And I'm saying that, ladies and gentlemen, your power of influence. You are a brand only if you are known for making the most significant contribution in your particular area. Branding is about reputational power. If you're a networker, you'd measure it by the number of success stories you have created, both for customers and prospects. We are attracted to certain brands because of the power they project. Most important, remember that power is largely a matter of perception. If you want people to see you as a powerful brand, act like a credible leader in your field. Ladies and gentlemen, they're talking about what? Influence. They're talking about what? Influence. And they're saying that influence is directly connected to the contributions you are making. Are we together? The moment I know that Dr. Edman is coming to share about products, because of the very many testimonies I've created, I'll come and listen. Why? He's good at it. If I know Jim is coming on stage to talk about maybe team building, automatically the guy has built a very big team. I'll come and listen. Why? The results. As you build your brand, as you build yourself, you must also think about what transformation, what contributions have I made in this area? Are we together? How many testimonies have you created? Are we together? Like, the results must speak out for you. It's not just about a title. It's not just about saying I'm good. It's about show us what makes you good. That's why they say a rich man is never wrong. And a poor man's idea is never what? It's never correct. Because they cannot back it up. He has a very good idea, but because there are no results to back up the good idea, people cannot trust the idea. But a rich man, even if he says, for you to make money, you must run from Wandega to town 10 times a day. You'll see people running on this street here. Why? There is something to back it up. Are we together? You're saying you are good. Show us. Show us how good you are. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, we are attracted to certain brands because of the power they project. Even you, ladies and gentlemen, learn to sell the future. Learn to sell the future. CEO was telling us about the vision. Learn to sell the what? The vision. Show your downlines where they are heading to. Show your people where they are heading to. As a leader, you must be ready, ladies and gentlemen. Even when people don't see the future, you must see the future. Even when people don't have the hope, you as the leader, you must have the hope. You must have the belief. You must have the confidence because you are determined, like point number 10 was saying. You are what? You have the will and the determination to make sure that your people are able to reach where you are, where you want to go, or where you want them to be. Many times, ladies and gentlemen, Many people succeed not because of their own will, but because of the will of the person they are following. Ladies and gentlemen, since very many people know that they don't succeed based on their will, the question is, what are you showing them? What are you promising them? That's what they're going to follow. That's what they're going to follow. I want you, ladies and gentlemen, sit down, compose a vision, and you know what? Stand tall and push it. Stand tall and commit to it. Stand tall, and ladies and gentlemen, fight for that vision. And the moment you show people that you believe in the vision, they'll automatically follow it. When I joined our previous business in my first year, from day one, I was promoting, I want 500 people. I want us to be a team of 500 people. By the end of the year, our team must be 500 people. I was singing it to the prospects, to the downlines. That, ladies and gentlemen, a time reached whereby my downlines, my leaders were believing more into the 500 more than I was. Because sometimes I will sit back and ask myself, okay, how will I get the 500? But because I've been singing it every day, I'm not saying, yes, 500. Because for them, they say, it's okay. They said we are going to get 500. They don't care about the how. The how is left to you. Who said that's what you want. But ladies and gentlemen, you know what? The moment you show people, the moment you tell people, and the moment people feel that, you know what, you are ready for something, the moment you show people that, you know what, me, this is where I'm heading to, they will accept and follow you. They fought for that. We didn't get 500. In the first year, was 734. Why? When I kept on selling the vision, ladies and gentlemen, it forced me to up my game. It forced me to up my game. Our brains, our minds, our bodies work depending on what we tell them. Should I tell myself that, you know what, Hamson, you need 1 million every single day? My brain, my body is going to work for 1 million every single day. If I tell myself, you know what, Hamson, it's 1 million per week, that's what it's going to work towards. What are you telling yourself? Are we together? Because, ladies and gentlemen, the moment I keep singing something, the moment I keep saying something, my mind keeps on challenging itself. Okay, how does this happen? How does this come about? How does this happen? How does this come about? And that's how the ideas start coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to have influence in your business by doing what? Show them where they want to go. And ladies and gentlemen, fight to have testimonies in your teams. The more testimonies you're going to create, the more influence you're going to have in your business. Are we together? Start with your own testimony and then fight to create other testimonies. I remember at a point in my journey of network marketing, I was stuck. I got stuck a bit. I went to a gentleman called Duncan. I told Duncan, I feel I'm a bit stuck in my business. What do I need to do? This is what the guy told me, Hamson. So have you made some achievements? I said, yes. I had not bought a car at that time. He said, if you want your team to go an extra mile, if you want your business to go to a better position, if you want your team to be more active, go change your testimony. There's something I want to tell you. Change your testimony. Your results will change. Because today people are wondering, are you really good? What shows you are good is the testimony that you have. Either your personal testimony or the testimony you have created in where? In your team. That's why the one who has a testimony of products will always sell more products than any other person. Why? Influence comes from what? Your results. It comes from the testimonies. It comes from what is that significant thing you have done. And I'm saying that, ladies and gentlemen, let us look at the 6 fundamental principles to personal branding. Number 1, differentiate yourself. Differentiate yourself. Start right now thinking of yourself differently. You are not just a distributor. You are not a BB. You are not an SBB or a GBB or a platinum. Do you know the BBs and the GBBs? Black business builder, silver business builder, gold business builder, a platinum global leader. Ladies and gentlemen, you are not just that. You're not just the distributor and IBO of the company. No. Ladies and gentlemen are saying that you are not defined by your job title and you are not confined by your job description. Ladies and gentlemen are saying that you are every bit as much as a brand as Nike, Coke, Pepsi, or MTN. It's about the brand you have created. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, I am an IBO by title. Are we together? By description in the company. But really, is it that I'm so limited to that as an IBO I cannot think for myself? Am I limited that because maybe I'm a blast that I cannot think like a diamond? Are we together? Does it mean that if I'm a month old in business, I cannot do my own presentations? Does it mean that because the company is new, we have the reasons to still lag behind? Does it mean that, ladies and gentlemen, because we are new, I cannot make big money? It's about, ladies and gentlemen, challenging the status quo. It's about, ladies and gentlemen, challenging the environment. It's about, ladies and gentlemen, challenging the people around you, challenging the title that I've given you. I want you not to behave like an IBO. I want you to behave like a CEO of the company, a CEO of your team. I want you to challenge yourself. Think for your business. Yes, I know you have an upline, but I want you also to think for the people below you, because they're also looking at you as upline. Many times, when our downs put the eyes up to look for the upline, you also step on the side. The eyes should go a bit up. You open up the doors for people to go above you. This is one thing I was told by my upline in my first company. Never be just an upline in your team. Be the leader of your team. And this is one thing I was told confidently, and I know it is very true because that's how it is. No one, I repeat this, no one, not even your upline, is going to love your team more than you. No one loves your downline more than you, including even your upline. No one loves the person you have sponsored in the business more than you do love them. No one wishes them to be better more than you do. So the moment you step aside for them to go up, you are simply saying that, go to stepfather, go to stepmother, go and get a guardian, go and get someone to give you charity. You're simply saying that, go and look for charity. Me, I'm not interested in you anymore. Are we together? You are simply handing over the primary love. You're denying them the primary love that they should be getting from you. Because let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, who does the downline believe in the most? It's a sponsor. Do you know the reality of our business, by the way? You can go to your downline. You are the top upline, not so. You are the earner, you're the top earner, you're the product mover, you're whatever. You have the titles, you have the positions, you have the testimonies. But you'll go to your downline. How is business? Upline, business is okay. Any challenges? Upline, you know. Are we together? Then, you step aside for a second. You see their sponsor coming. Upline, upline, my guy is almost leaving. Upline, my guy is dying. This and this is happening. But I've been with the same guy who has been telling me business is okay. Do you know why? They don't believe in your upline. They don't trust your upline like they trust you, the sponsor. So the moment you step aside, you are simply saying that this downline of yours, this person, your team, they should sort themselves out. because no one is going to understand them like you do. How many of us have invited a guest? A guest tells you, top up and who was causing the stuff. I am paying tomorrow. Then they call you aside. Amazama tu fugani senti sizina. Senti zikoze sizina. But it's the same guy who has been saying confidently, tomorrow at 10, I am in. Tomorrow at 10, wait for me. I'm coming to make a reorder of 10 millions. Then they called the sponsor aside. You know, the truth is, I didn't want to get ashamed. Are we together? I thought maybe they'll laugh at me. He's not the right guy to tell. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to differentiate yourself by being that good person. Do not limit yourself to the what? To the title. Do not limit yourself to the what? To the rank. Do not limit yourself by what? By the time you have spent in business. You have no reason for not understanding the business on behalf of your team. Ladies and gentlemen, start thinking like you're your own favorite brand and ask yourself, what makes me different? What makes you different? What makes you different is what's going to attract people to your team. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that none of us is perfect and none of us is skilled in everything. But ladies and gentlemen, yes, let your team admire something from the other team. But make sure they have all the reasons to keep admiring you, because you too have got something so unique about you that they admire about you. Let them not do a scan and there is nothing good about you. At least be the most crazy one. At least be the funniest. That if they are stressed, they'll come to you for fun. But let's be good at something. Are we together? Be the noisy one. At least when they are bored, they'll get KB for free. And they just enjoy the moment. Are we together? But at least have something that is good about you that people will actually always look out for from you. Are we together? And ladies and gentlemen, number 2, strategy. What are your customer service objectives? And I'm saying that, ladies and gentlemen, who are your competitors and where are they failing to meet the needs of their customer? Are we together? It's about, ladies and gentlemen, looking at what makes me stand out. The beauty about our business is that for us, we are not looking at the competition, by the way. No. We are in a business of copy and paste. We are in a business of copy and paste. Do not look out for, ladies and gentlemen, I want to beat my neighbor. I want to beat my close friend. I want to beat so and so. I want to beat so. Go and learn from them. Are we together? I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that working together, sharing ideas, is what actually will take you a long way in business. And I say that, ladies and gentlemen, but never focus on your competitors. Focus on your customer. That's saying, ladies and gentlemen, focus on service, not money or rank or promotions. The moment you focus on serving your team well, the moment you focus on building your team, the moment you focus on investing in your team, the moment you focus on supporting your team, ladies and gentlemen, the money will come, the ranks will come, the promotions will come, everything will flow your way the moment you serve people well. Ladies and gentlemen, focus on your relevance to the people that you serve. Always give them something. Always give them a reason to look for you, to follow you. Ladies and gentlemen, let people feel comfortable doing business with you. Let people feel, you know what, this is the right person I am following. Are we together? Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, you are serving them well. Does it mean we shall never make mistakes? We shall make them. Does it mean we shall never fail on some things? We shall fail. But always do your best. And your best is always enough. Your best is always enough. Ladies and gentlemen, create a position. They're saying that your position is the place you occupy in the minds of your prospects or your team. And I'm saying that, ladies and gentlemen, You might specialize in a specific service or focus on a specific audience. They're saying that you don't market to everyone, but a smaller, select audience of carefully chosen prospects. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, you want to build yourself in a certain, maybe it could be a certain need, it could be a certain market, it could be a certain character, it could be, you must define, me as Hamson, what am I going to fight for in my business? Me as Hamson, what am I going to do? What is going to be the ultimatum in my business? Are we together? What's going to be that climax in my business? The same way some people say, me, it's 100 million. The one who makes 100 million in my business is successful. Some will say, the one who buys the car is going to be the successful guy. Me, the one who becomes maybe a platinum, is the successful guy. Can you define your objectives as a person? Based on what? Choose your audience. Look for, what do these people need? What could be the strongest driver for these people in their business? What is it that they need to achieve? What is it that they're willing to die for? Are we together? I remember when Apren Elias, in our previous company, realized that we were all youth, young boys and ladies. The biggest motivation was driving cars. And the ultimate thing was have circles for people to buy what? To buy cars. Are we together? Because that is what they need at that time. There is a team you are going to have of mature people whose problems are health. And the goal is going to be, I want to have the most healthy team. Are we together? Product users. That's your goal. Because that is what they need. Should you go to old people, 50 years, 60 years, or telling them, I want you to buy a car? The guy just keeps looking at you and he doesn't understand you. It's a good thing, but is it what they need? No. Is it what drives them crazy? No. Find what drives your team crazy. There are people I know, people like Congolese. Do you want to win over Congolese? Talk about the rank and recognition. They'll do anything. That's what they love. Dancing. Are we together? Give them a platform to be recognized and see. They'll do all the crazy things to move those products. Because that's what they love. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, they're saying that decide what position suits you, your background, and your abilities. Then build your marketing around driving that position home. I have accepted. This is who I'm going to be in front of my team. This is the position. Like they said, your position is the place you occupy in the minds of your prospects. When they see you, what do they feel it's a must for them to achieve? Are we together? Like, I want you to position yourself that when your downline sees you, when they get any challenge as far as that field is concerned, they feel they are sorted. Maybe say, I want to be the best closer. I want to be the best trainer. I want to be the best guy at products. I want to be the best person at this. I want to have the biggest. Define your position. Are we together? Define your position. If you don't define your position, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to remain a mediocre in everything. Be a mediocre in everything, but get something you are going to stand out for. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen are saying that focus your brand on the perceptions, the needs, and the demands of the target audience. Choose a position depending on who you are leading. Choose a position depending on who you are leading. Don't choose a position out of just excitement. Sit and carefully understand which people am I leading. When I joined OQATA, I realized that I'd sponsored very many networkers. And not just normal networkers, but most of them were super successful networkers. The question was, why should we follow you? Why should we follow you? Why should I leave my big team to come and follow you. You have to find, ladies and gentlemen, a reason for these people to follow you. You must be better than them in leadership. You must show them that, you know what, I stand for integrity, and as far as leadership is concerned, I'm going to be the SI unit of that. Then they will follow you. Then they will accept you. Then they will allow to follow whatever you will tell them. But the moment, ladies and gentlemen, you do not realize who you have on the team, then you are going to lose them just like that. Are we together? Find a position depending on who am I leading. The team you are leading is going to decide who you are going to be. The moment you get young people, the moment you get the youth in your team, ladies and gentlemen, you must know who are these people that I'm leading. What do they want to hear the most? Position yourself in what they want to hear. Become good in what they need. Be the right person to influence them by doing what? Knowing what they need. Are we together? Position yourself depending on where is my team headed to? Which category of people do I have in my business? Are we together? Don't simply say, me, this is who I am. Who told you? You must be so flexible to become who your team wants you to be. And ladies and gentlemen, be visible. Being the CEO of Me Incorporated or incorporation requires you to grow yourself and to promote yourself. How do you promote yourself, ladies and gentlemen? It's about your availability. They're saying that no matter how good your skills are, you still have to market your what? Your brand. They're saying that, ladies and gentlemen, the first step in branding is visibility. And ladies and gentlemen are saying that, so how do you market brand? You. How do you market the brand called who? Me. Ladies and gentlemen are saying that massive prospecting. How do you market yourself? Massive one-on-ones. How do you market yourself? Massive presentations. How do you market yourself? Massive trainings. How do you market yourself? Massive social media presence. How do you market yourself, ladies and gentlemen? All these are enough to market you and make you very good in front of who? In front of your people, in front of your prospects, in front of your teams. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not willing to go into the mud, if you are not willing to go and do the basics, ladies and gentlemen, branding yourself will be so hard. It will be so hard. I want, ladies and gentlemen, the more I do these things, the more I become good at them. And ladies and gentlemen, me, this one thing I believe in. If you don't have a name attached to you yet, just know you're not yet good enough, or you've not done enough. All together. When people start calling you Owobusuti, you are almost getting there. When people start calling you the OQATA guy, you are almost getting there. When people are starting to call you the smart one, you are almost there. When people start calling you the closer, you are almost there. When people start calling you the best presenter, you are almost there. When people start calling you the best trainer, you are almost there. Why? Because they have heard you over and over and over and over again. That it is from that consistent, massive action that you're taking that people finally accept this guy is good. No one sees you for the first time and concludes that you're the best at something. No one. Why today we trust Coca-Cola, even if it becomes expensive, it's because it's been there for years, doing the same thing, marketing itself over and over again. How are you going to be the best if you're not willing to act? You become the best through action. Are we together? When I joined our previous company, I was with Nicholas. At College Inn, a time reached whereby when they had someone to close, When they had someone who has money and they don't know how to pick the money, I'll just call him, Hamson, where are you? I'm in town. Someone has money here. Come and pick the money. That was my job because I had picked money indeed. I had picked the money. You have someone who's saying, I have money in the pocket, but I don't know what to do. Call Hamson. That was my game. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, I remember that time. The audience is cool. The audience is annoyed. The audience is not happy. Call Jim. By the time he spends 5 minutes on stage, everyone is smiling. Everyone is happy. Because that was Jim's speciality. Are we together? Even today, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to ask yourself, for you, what are you known for? What people know about you? What makes you good? We are not good in everything, but there is that one thing that makes us special. And how do you become special? Market yourself through the massive action. Put on the suit every single day. People are going to come and look for you. Be smart every day. Let people call you names. It means that you're doing something. Let people call you the OQATA guy because you have talked about OQATA very many times. Some of us are scared. People are going to think, let me tell you one thing. If Coca-Cola was not annoying us, we wouldn't trust it. If Airtel was not annoying us, we wouldn't trust it. Do you know how it annoys us? You wake up in the morning, chi-chi, you think it's mobile money, it is Airtel advertising. You wake up in the morning, you're waiting for a message for money. Chi-chi, Airtel is reminding you they have a product. Coca-Cola, every restaurant you go to, all the average restaurants, the table mat is Pepsi or Coca-Cola. Everywhere you go, you'll find them. T-shirts, bottles, capes, whatever, everywhere they are there. Like, you turn your face like this, Coca-Cola. You turn like this, Coca-Cola. MTN, everywhere you go. MTN is one company ever since we started watching television. You cannot spend a day without seeing the advert. Whichever TV channel it is, whether international or local or new or old, it is there. That's why the more they throw themselves into your faces, the more you finally say, okay, I am tired. Let me just do it. Okay. Let me see what happens. Are we together? Most of the things we buy, most of the things we use, some of them we are using them because we are annoyed. Because we want to prove, is it true? You have overdone it. Let me see if what you say is true. For them, they don't care whether you find it is true or false. The question is, have you bought? Have you used? How will people join you if you do one presentation and you say people are abusing me, I'm tired? How? When people see you become resilient, they finally say, you know what? I think we need to join. In my previous company, in our primary school P7 class, we were 32 people. Out of 32 people, I sponsored 7. Out of 32, I sponsored 7. Do you know what happened? They had been seeing me posting about MLM. They had seen me push the business consistently. They finally said, you know, Thompson, you've been in this thing for so long. We want to understand it. One by one, I was calling them one by one, one by one, one by one. I never go in the group, no. Inbox. When I bought the first suits, there's one guy called Kabwiga. He posted the first suit. Tomorrow, Hamson ya true Caesar. Thursday, Hamson ya true Caesar. Takamamu masuti. May I went to the inbox. Those who are commenting, inbox. Those who comment, inbox. Let me tell you one thing, ladies and gentlemen. Publicity is both negative and positive. Even negative publicity is good. Do you know why? People come and say, by the way, why are they over-talking about you? Tell me exactly what you guys do. They come with an open mind. They want to understand exactly what do you do. There are people, when they see you posting about it every other time. They say, by the way, what do you guys do exactly? Are we together? You start searching about it. How many of us have gone on the news and something is over appearing? A certain village is over appearing. They are killing people, they are stealing land, they are doing this. By the way, where is this village? Where is this place? You start calling people. By the way, have you heard about this place? Why? It has over appeared. And someone asks, what's wrong with the place? No, it's appearing on the news over and over again. Are we together? It is something with us, ladies and gentlemen. As you build your brand, you must be so visible. And I'm saying that number 5, your persona. Your persona, supposed to be, I think, your persona. Your persona will define how you are perceived by your audience and the rest of the world. Your character. Who are you? What defines you? They're saying that we all have 2 personas. Number 1, the physical persona, who we are, our titles, your appearance. Are we together? The smart one. The strong one. The title you have. But then we also have got the perceived persona, which we all create. This is now character. The perceived persona. There is a person who was created. That's you. The one we are seeing right now. But then there's also this person that you are going to create in you. That people, when they see you, that's what they think. Are we together? And that is the person who influences. That is the person who becomes successful. That is the leader that you build. Ladies and gentlemen are saying that your perceived persona has a direct impact on how people see you, feel you, and relate to you. And ladies and gentlemen are saying that it's what a person sees when they look at you, how we dress, how we talk, the gadgets we hold, how we behave. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, do people know you as a smart person? Do people know you as a person of quality? Do people know you as a proud person? Do people know you as a self-esteem person? Do people know you as a confident person? Do they know you as a lazy person? Do they know you as an aggressive person? That attachment to your name. The attachment to your name. Ladies and gentlemen are saying that your perceived persona is determined by our physical persona. Ladies and gentlemen, I want that we all go and work on the perception that people have about us. This comes back to integrity, your honesty, the support, the character, the person you have chosen to become. Maybe the society looks at you as an average person, but when they talk to you, what comes in their mind? What do they hear? Apart from the physical being who you are, what else is embedded within you? What else is within you that when people look at you, they just don't see the physical being of you, but they look beyond the physical you? Are we together? How many of us have seen someone who seems calm, who seems polite, but when the guy starts talking, like, hey, first wait, is this the guy actually that we usually see? Are we together? How many of us have seen a very able-bodied man, when the guy speaks here, like a small voice comes, hey, ngasa is temachi ngachi, dobozi. That's just an example. But what I'm simply saying is, go and build that character. Go and build that person who you want the public to know, who you want the public to think about when they talk about you. Are we together? When people talk about your name, what do they actually think about? Are we together? And this person here is one who's going to make you successful. This one here. Not the physical you. If it was about physicality, maybe some of you wouldn't be successful. Some of us wouldn't be successful. Are we together? But the character person that we have built is what makes us stand out. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, the first step to personal branding is improving on our perceived persona. Are we together? And ladies and gentlemen, number 6, which is the last one, is be consistent. Consistency is the key to personal branding. And they're saying that it means that your brand does not change. Your brand does not change. And I'm saying that, ladies and gentlemen, when you are consistent in your brand, your behavior pattern also does not change. You cannot build a brand, ladies and gentlemen, when today you're doing this, tomorrow you're doing the other one, tomorrow. Are we together? The moment you keep changing what you are doing, the moment you keep changing what you have decided to become, you don't build that brand. That's why that's why we said at the beginning that you must choose a position and stick to that position. I have chosen to become the best product mover. Build that. It will make you rich. I have chosen to become the best team builder. Choose that. Stick to it. You will become too successful. You have chosen to become the best presenter. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to make you super successful. You have chosen to become the best person at inviting. Become that. You'll be too successful. You have chosen to become the best online marketeer. Trust me, you'll still be super successful. There's a lady who is called Claire. How many of us remember Claire? Natukunda Claire. Kabin, remember her? That lady, put her on stage. She cannot talk. Tell her to come and give a testimony. She cannot give a testimony. Are we together? Tell her to train. She cannot train. Give her the phone. Give her the phone. In a day, she will begin a conversation in the morning with a prospect. By evening, the person is in business. There is no one who built a bigger team than that lady online without appearing physically. She was never at the center. She was not on stage. I don't remember seeing that lady coming on stage. You even ask her, Claire, how did it online? Zendeka. She can't even share a tip. She can't talk physically. She's so shy. She's timid. Get the phone out and tell her, Claire, this is Edman, close him online. Edman won't survive. But you tell her, okay, you come and talk to two people in a circle here. She'll run away. Are we together? She'll do what? She'll run away. She was consistent in her game. The moment you become consistent in what you do, you finally become too good at it. Are we together? And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want you at a point to feel, you know what, I've done this business for 1 month, for 2 months, I'm not getting results. I've been presenting for 5 months, I'm not getting results. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not because you are not good. It's because, ladies and gentlemen, you have not done it enough. You have not done it long enough to become too good at it. There's a lady who, she's in business. She has sponsored 2 people in a month or 2 months, I think. Then she was like, but Hamson, my business moving slowly. I told her, is this your first company? She said, yes. I told her, my first company, it took me 4 months. No sign up. 4 months. I signed up on the 26th of December. I got my first sign up on the 21st of April the next year. 4 solid months. But you know what? After those 4 months, I was mastering my clothes. I was mastering the clothes. When I started signing up people, I became unstoppable. When I started closing people, I became unstoppable. Because my first 4 months were months of learning. Some of you, you are still learning. Don't say that, you know what, I cannot do this anymore. Because you know what, I've been in the business for 1 month, for 2 months, for 3 months, for 4 months. You are learning. Because even the business you'll go to, even the other place you'll go to work, you'll still need the 4 months of also learning. Everywhere we go, we shall always need that time to learn. But the question is, are you willing to spend those 4 months of learning that will actually have an impact on the rest of your life in that field. That's what, ladies and gentlemen, what we failed to do in our first companies, in our second opportunity, we are being crazy. Why? We are not starting from zero. We are starting from experience. We are starting from experience. Ladies and gentlemen are saying that we need to consistently give a similar kind of message. When you are consistent, you are reliable and dependable. And finally, consistency doesn't mean you won't make mistakes. But when you are consistent, one-time mistakes don't damage your reputation unless they are repeated mistakes. Yes, you're good at presenting. Does it mean everyone you talk to will get started? No. Does it mean I cannot forget some information? No. Some of you have been in this presentation for so long that you can literally explain OQATA from the first slide to the last slide, even without looking on the what? On the projection screen. But does it mean I cannot have a slip of the tongue? I can have it. But does it mean I don't know? I know. This is what makes us human beings. I can make a mistake. But do not judge yourself basing on the mistake that you have made. Judge yourself basing on the wins you have had. Are we together? The mistakes are there. They will be there. But ladies and gentlemen, that does not stop you from influencing your business. The moment the goods are many, the moment the positives are many, they will always outshine the small mistakes that you make. The game is be consistent. Are we together? If you're coming every single day, when you miss coming once, people won't pin you for that. Because anyway, you have been coming. Every day doing your presentations. Maybe one day you miss. Do we judge you based on that one day? No, we don't. We look at the positives. Are we together? And let me be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. In one of the tips on how to become a successful leader in our script today, they talked about being calm and accept. Be calm. When there are challenges, when there are problems, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you don't want to kill. Don't kill yourself. Don't hang yourself because someone has failed to accept you. Don't kill yourself because the change has come. There are things we don't have control over. Let them go. Let them take direction. This is me how I do things. A challenge comes, I don't have a solution, it's okay. I wait for you, it will pass. It will also pass. There is nothing which is permanent in this world. Nothing. Even us, we are not permanent. So let no challenge make you feel like, you know what, this is the end of the journey. Never. Never. Even if you don't have money, ladies and gentlemen, that season will also pass. And another one will always come. Are we together? So never feel bad because someone has not joined you. Don't feel bad because today prospect came and they were so negative. That will pass and you'll even forget about it. Call the next person. The guy will come very positive like, you know what? This is what I've been looking for ever since we were born. Are we together? Even if someone comes and says, you are the worst upline, you're the worst downline, it is okay. You're not the only person I know. There are others who accept me. Do not spend the whole day. My moods are low because my downline said I'm not a good upline. Are they the only people that you have? Are they the only prospects that you know? Never allow anyone to put you down. Never allow any mistake, ladies and gentlemen, to question the brand you have been building. Are we together? Never allow. Edmond, you've been selling products. Never allow someone to come and say, you know what, I used your product and it didn't work for me. It's okay. I've sold to other people with the product worked for. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, just let go. It will help you to remain the good person that you are. But the moment you focus on that negative thing, the moment you focus on the mistake that you have made, ladies and gentlemen, it affects the way you're going to perform even the other things. If you let go, ladies and gentlemen, you remain pure. You still remain doing the good thing that you have been good at. I want to end with this quote. Your brand is the single most important investment that you can make in your business. I want you to go and build yourself. I want you to go and invest in yourself. Become so good. Create time. Understand what you are into and what you have decided to build. All of us, let us choose. Who do I want to be in OQATA? Like I said, you join the team, become a different person, become a person of difference in the team that you have joined. Make a contribution in a team that you have joined. Today, I want to leave you with one task, all of us. Go and ask yourself, what contribution am I going to add to my team? Let me be honest with you. This room will be so small if we all choose to contribute to the teams we belong to. But this room will be so big if we choose to leave the significant contributions to specific people. It will always be big for us. But the moment we say, you know what, all of us, let us make a contribution. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not good at presenting, at least organize the chairs. Are you together? If you're not good maybe at closing the circle, at least organize the chairs for the people who are going to close. Not the one who's going to close. You want to happen to close for you, but you want him also to carry the chairs. For you, what will you do? Are you together? At least if you cannot answer the questions, at least take them through the introduction part. It's okay, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mram Zamson. Before I can invite our special guest of the day, I want us to first introduce ourselves. What's your name, sir? What's your name, madam? Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, don't say, for example, Dennis is coming to close your circle. Not so. You want him to organize the chairs. You want him to do the introduction. You want him also to answer the questions and also pick the money for you. At least organize the chairs. Are we together? At least do the introductory part of it. At least let your prospect you have invited also feel you have a contribution you are making. Are we together? Okay, you organize the books. At least do something. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, a contribution is not about how big is the contribution, it's about have you done it actually. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Hope you've learned something.